Broccoli is one of those vegetables that children notoriously hate and health enthusiasts notoriously love, and when we examine it through the framework of brain health and NAD plus metabolism, there's actually substantial science supporting its inclusion in a brain protective diet. However, as with everything we've discussed, the relationship is complex, and we need to be realistic about what broccoli can and cannot do. The primary compounds of interest in broccoli are sulforaphane and other glucosinolates, which are sulfur-containing compounds that have attracted significant research attention. Sulforaphane activates the NRF2 pathway, which is a master regulator of cellular antioxidant response. When this pathway is activated, cells upregulate production of their own antioxidant enzymes and protective proteins. This is important because it's not just about providing exogenous antioxidants, you're actually enhancing your cell's ability to protect themselves. The connection to ND plus metabolism comes through mitochondrial protection. Sulforaphane appears to support mitochondrial function and biogenesis, meaning it helps maintain existing mitochondria and potentially stimulates production of new ones. Since mitochondria are where ND+ does much of its critical work in energy production, healthier mitochondria mean more efficient NAD+ utilization. Additionally, by reducing oxidative stress through the NRF2 pathway, broccoli compounds help prevent excessive NAD+ consumption by DNA repair enzymes. Broccoli also contains folate, vitamin C, vitamin K, and various other nutrients that support overall metabolic health. The fiber content supports gut health, which is increasingly recognized as important for brain health through the gut-brain axis. A healthier gut microbiome reduces systemic inflammation, which indirectly protects brain NAD+ levels. Now let's discuss the challenges with broccoli, because there are several practical and biological considerations. First, the beneficial compounds in broccoli, particularly sulforaphane, are not present in the vegetable itself in active form. They're present as glucoraphanin, a precursor compound. When you chew broccoli, the enzyme myrosinase, which is also present in the vegetable, converts glucoraphanin into sulforaphane. However, cooking destroys myrosinase, so cooked broccoli produces much less sulforaphane unless you have gut bacteria that can perform this conversion, and not everyone does. This creates a dilemma. Raw broccoli maximizes sulforaphane production, but is harder to digest and less palatable for many people. Lightly steaming broccoli for 3 to 4 minutes appears to be a compromise that preserves some myrosinase activity while making it more digestible, but most people cook broccoli much longer than this, essentially eliminating the sulforaphane benefit. There's also the goitrogen issue we discussed with spinach. Broccoli contains goitrogenic compounds that can interfere with thyroid function. For people with existing thyroid problems or iodine deficiency, consuming large amounts of raw cruciferous vegetables could theoretically be problematic. Cooking reduces goitrogen activity, but as we just discussed, cooking also reduces sulforaphane production. You're trading one concern for another. The gas and bloating issue is real and often embarrassing to discuss, but it's a genuine barrier to broccoli consumption for many people. Broccoli contains raffinose, a complex sugar that humans cannot fully digest. It passes into the colon where gut bacteria ferment it, producing gas. For people with irritable bowel syndrome or other digestive sensitivities, broccoli can cause significant discomfort, bloating, and social awkwardness. If eating a food causes that much distress, the stress response might negate some of the benefits. Pesticide contamination is less severe with broccoli compared to spinach, but it's still a concern. Broccoli's dense floret structure can trap pesticides, making them difficult to wash away. Soaking broccoli in a vinegar solution before cooking can help reduce pesticide residues, but most people don't do this. Let's talk about broccoli supplements too, particularly sulforaphane supplements and broccoli sprout extracts. The supplement industry has jumped on the sulforaphane research, marketing these products aggressively. While sulforaphane supplements may provide more consistent and higher doses than food sources, they also bypass the natural regulatory mechanisms that occur with whole food consumption. We don't yet fully understand the long-term effects of high-dose sulforaphane supplementation, and there are theoretical concerns about disrupting normal cellular signaling if you overstimulate the NRF2 pathway. There's also significant variability in broccoli's nutritional content based on growing conditions, variety, and time since harvest. Broccoli starts losing nutrients quickly after harvest, so that broccoli that's been sitting in your refrigerator for a week or that traveled across the country before reaching your store is significantly less beneficial than freshly harvested broccoli. The amount needed to see benefits is also substantial. Most studies showing protective effects use amounts of sulforaphane equivalent to eating several cups of broccoli daily. That's a lot of broccoli, and most people don't eat anywhere near that amount. Having a quarter cup of broccoli as a side dish once or twice a week probably isn't moving the needle significantly on brain health. In conclusion, broccoli offers genuine potential for supporting brain health through sulforaphane-mediated mitochondrial protection and antioxidant enzyme activation, which indirectly supports ND+ metabolism. However, preparation method matters enormously, and the amount needed for meaningful effects is substantial.